Hi, today we're going to be talking about simplifying square roots. What we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for a perfect square that is a factor of whatever number is under the radical that is not 1. This is of course assuming that the number under the radical itself is not a perfect square. If it is, go ahead and just, hey, simplify that out. And we'll go from there. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at our factors of 60. Remember, we are looking for a perfect square, which perfect squares are, remember, just numbers that have factors that are a number times itself. So think 4, which is 2 times 2, 9, which is 3 times 3, for example, 64, which is 8 times 8. Now, we know that 60 has factors 1 and 60, 2 and 30, 3 and 20, and we also know that 16 has factors of 4 and 15. Now, there are other factors, for example, 5 and 12, and 6 and 10. But I noticed that 4 is going to be the largest perfect square that is a factor of 60. So this is actually going to help us. So we're going to use this set of factors right here. The nice thing about 60 is you can rewrite this as the square root of 4 times the square root of 15. Now I know that the square root of 4 is 2. So I can replace the square root of 4 with 2, the square root of 15. It is not going to be as pretty, unfortunately, so we have to leave it as the square root of 15. If you need a decimal approximation, go ahead and plug this into your calculator. But for what we're doing today, we don't really need it. That's going to be more helpful in like physical applications. Let's go ahead and take a look at another one very similar to this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the square root of 98. Now, the nice thing about this process too is if you know that this is going to be the biggest perfect square that you can pull out, you don't necessarily have to go through every single factor if you know that something's going to work out nicely. So let's go ahead and take a look at our factors of 98 really quickly. 1 and 98 we know goes in. 2 goes in as well, 49 times. Now, before I go any farther, I notice that 49 is 7 times 7. So honestly, we can stop here because that is the largest perfect square that I'm going to be able to pull out of this. So let me go ahead and do that really quickly. We know that the square root of 98 is the same thing as the square root of 49 times the square root of 2. And of course, again, we know that the square root of 49 is 7, so that is 7 root 2. And that is how you simplify radicals. Obviously, again, if you're going to do cube root, fourth root, fifth root, whatever radical you're looking at, you are going to be looking for third, fourth, fifth powers instead of perfect squares. But that is really the only difference between what we just did and any other radicals that you see. Hope this helps.